Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be talking about the fall shorts taking place here this week at Troy University. And my guest today is one of the directors of the fall shorts, Justin Conley. Justin, thanks for joining me here today.
No problem, Aaron. It's good to be here.
And as I mentioned, the fall shorts, it's a production by the theater department here. Tell us a little about, I guess, what this is all about. This stems from a class, right?
It is. It stems from Directing 2, which is part of the theater and dance curriculum here. And it is it's a one-act play festival that is held every week during homecoming.
And so now the festival, you said one-act plays. So obviously an opportunity to see multiple plays because they're so short, right?
They are. One-act plays are usually under an hour. And we actually are presenting 4 plays. There are 4 directors in the class, and we've been working very hard all semester on these.
And now you say it's a class project. So how long does this process start? Being a class project, one would assume all semester, but when does this process start? How did you select the plays and put it all together?
Most of us, in fact all 4 of us, started this summer. We read multiple plays. I read about 10 plays this summer, and then one more that my teacher suggested at the beginning of the semester. And we right when we started classes back in August, we had to hit the ground running with a script analysis for this and getting ready to cast the plays.
And now this is a directing class.
It is.
And as we've mentioned before, and it's an opportunity to learn to direct. So you pretty much are learning everything about directing, right? Every aspect. So tell us about that process.
Every single aspect. We started with the script analysis. And then we moved to the design concept, which is what you would present to your scenic and costume designers, so that way they can shape the world of the play for you. And I've actually been very fortunate enough to collaborate with members of the art department to help with scenic and costume design. That
works, and of course you have to do all the casting, right? Like
yes.
all the big work there, the casting and the rehearsals and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yes. There were several issues with casting. Right now we are in rehearsals for The Importance of Being Earnest, which is going to be in January. And then the other 3 one-act plays, we had to compete for actors for that too. And I think each of us are very happy with our casts. I love my cast. I know that. And
now you're doing a musical, right?
I am doing.
And that's a little unusual. I've never really heard of a lot of musical one-act plays before. Usually they're big, grand performances. So how do you come across a one-act musical?
The musical was actually suggested to me by Jennifer Sassman, who teaches Directing 2. And I read the play and I liked it. I read last year during the reading initiative, I was very fortunate enough to read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And so I thought that this was a nice way to bring that as an extension back.
And so an opportunity. So it's a musical. Now, one of the things, and I talk about, you're used to seeing grand musicals and big casts and things of that sort. And for a one-act play, this has a pretty big cast, right?
It is. It's probably the biggest cast that we've had at a fall shorts. There are 14 cast members. We have a 6-person chorus in addition to the principals. And there are 2 very big production numbers. And one of our dance minors here, Jordan Gullidge, helped me choreograph those numbers.
And now we talk about big cast and big numbers, and there's an important fact to that because the place where you perform this, a lot of people see things at the Trojan Center stage and the Claudia Crosby stage, but this is going to be in the theater upstairs in Malone, and it's a pretty small space, right?
It seats 65 people, and yes, it is a very small space, and it's a very intimate space, and we have worked very hard to work with the choreography so that way we can put that in and everybody will enjoy it at the same time.
And I would think it presents some challenges to have to be able to put something big like a production number on in a small space like that.
Yes, there are actually, the audience is on 3 sides of the stage. It's in thrust formation, and so you can't block everything facing front. You have to be able to block everything so that way all three sides of the audience are played to.
Of course. And so obviously with all of these challenges, it's a good learning experience for the class though, right?
It is. It has been a very, very valuable learning tool.
And now, but obviously you're learning, but folks get entertainment as well though. Yes. Obviously I know you're probably excited to actually get folks to see this, right?
Yes, I'm very excited. The play that I'm partnered with, we go up tomorrow night.
Okay. And so now talk a little about the schedule, because obviously it's 2 nights, 2 plays, 2 nights this week. Talk about when the plays are going to be taking place.
Okay. The first 2 plays actually debuted last night in the Malone Theater upstairs, and they'll have their final performance tonight.
Okay.
And then Edward Albee's Zoo Story, and then The Girl Plugged In, which is the musical that I'm directing, debut tomorrow night for a preview performance, and then our final performance is Thursday night.
Okay, and what are the times for those performances?
7:30 and 8:30.
7:30 and 8:30 on both nights.
All nights, yes.
Okay, and so obviously, and yours is the last one, so you're probably the big grand finale performance.
Yeah.
Then, so
no pressure.
No pressure on that. So now talk about the location, and I know there's some issues with some capacity as well. So
yes, seating is limited. There are 65. We seat 65.
Okay.
Tickets were sold, but there is some seating available each night.
So there's some availability, but limited. So if you're interested in seeing these plays, you need to be there early and try to get in when you can. So.
I would probably be there about 6:45.
Okay, so a good opportunity to see some of these plays, and obviously a chance to see some of Troy's theater students learning and putting their work on display.
Yes, my favorite thing about this One Act Festival is that you will see students who have never acted before, and you see students who are veterans of the stage.
So a combination of both.
Yes.
So a good opportunity to see what goes on with our theater department here at Troy. So,
yes.
Well, good luck with the performance this week, and
Thank you.
Obviously, hopefully some folks can go out there and check it out. Thanks for joining me today.
I appreciate it.